for you can give a little leeway. I don't know why, but like
Yeah,
once
maybe
it
like
gets,
4 something.
and then when it goes like super high, then it's like it's still like super weird about it. Anyways, I'm gonna go mute, guys. So I will see you guys later, but you can watch this and they can hear them talking to each other about stuff.
Sounds good. All right, Chad, how you doing?
Where did you say
Huh.
chat?
I did say chat, but
Oh,
I'm also talking to you. How are you
I'm
doing?
doing great.
Beautiful. Ooh. Yeah, Knight's gone for a bit. He'll be back.
Here we go.
All right, time to figure it out.
Hold on. I was trying to try something new. Terrible.
Man, those T-Rex arms. Yep. Oh. Aha! Making you whiff your AA. Oh! I'm an idiot. That's been a high this whole time? Okay. Now I can just duck in the middle of the stream. Alright.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Magic learned. Oh, a bit choppy, man. Ooh. Okay. Oh, very nice range. Clearly. Time for real kick. No?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at something else on my screen. Berserker time. Okay. Well, I don't know this matchup too well, so I guess it's a good experience. Oh, okay. I don't know what I just did there. That was a complete accident.
Hello.
Yo.
Is that Jer?
Yep.
Ooh. That's a true combo.
Oh, is it? It's pretty cool.
I was trying to figure out what the echo was. It's the I need to mute the screen.
Oh, I see.
It was like hearing everybody's voice like 3 seconds after they said something. It was very cool.
Oh.
Who's
funny.
hero of Grime? Do we have a new HOT variant?
I don't know. That might be Sifo. I don't know.
I was just like talking about going mention it on the
I'm
chat.
back, but I'm just gonna be eating the sandwich. I'm gonna make intimate relations with this sandwich.
Oh!
I have
Ooh.
my headphones on.
Oh. You pause him in the middle of my throat.
I did it all the. Oh, that rings out. That's cool.
Yeah, they both ring up. The 2A plus K and the 1K.
feel like I play Berserker better on pad. Not even just because I can't cancel that well on stake, but it's also like I can't land 2A plus K like consistently for some reason. Ooh, what is this? The Alasdair ping.
Oh yeah, pause the stream. I don't want to.
Never pause the stream, silly.
You gotta minimize it.
Yeah, we're back.
See, now the FPS goes back up. Isn't that crazy?
Aw.
I was gonna go for her unblockable, but it ran out.
That was so funny. Damn.
Oh, that's an unblockable without soul destruction. What's the point of going for it?
More damage.
Gotcha.
So I got this pulled pork sandwich.
Delicious. It's not as good as a brisket. Well, I don't know. That's actually much closer. That's a good question.
I couldn't tell which one.
What?
Which one got it for me, right? Well, I couldn't tell if it was like a pulled pork.
Highest is better.
I was like
Wait,
which one is it? And they're like, there's a brisket and there's a pulled pork. I can't tell the difference. So they kind of look the same. One looked more briskety, so I'm assuming this is the pulled pork.
Maybe.
I
They're
don't
kind
know.
of orange and sweet.
It's more brown, but the other one looked brown
Yeah.
as well. It doesn't bother me too much.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, pulled pork is great. If you get it just right, it tastes great. My friend went to Nashville. He's in Nashville right now, and he told me that he went to Memphis a while back as well. I think like a month or two ago. And he was like, there's like briskets, like, oh, he's like, I had like hot chicken from Memphis. It's like, it wasn't that great. I'm like, did you go to and I was like, wait, Nashville's in like Tennessee, right? And he was like, I was like, dude, you have to have like Nashville hot chicken. And it's like when he went there and he was like, he went to go have the Nashville hot chicken, it completely, I was like, dude, this shit's so good. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Dude, the reason why they call it Nashville hot chicken and not Memphis hot chicken.
Fair enough.
I don't know why he was in Memphis or Nashville to begin with, but the vacation. It's been so lonely. I ordered a Phillips screwdriver. I don't have a personal screwdriver of my own, so I ordered one. Nashville Predators. I feel like that would be like a baseball team.
Predators?
Nashville Predators. To catch a predator. So we met up in this hot chicken place, and that's where we have our secret. Oh, what do you call those people? That like the decoys, or like, I forget what the lingo is for to catch a predator. I haven't watched enough episodes. Oh, dude, I need to watch Court Cam after this.
Ooh, Sangmina.
Yeah, just trying her out.
Just everything, every combo that you think, it's just 6-6A. It's 6-6A. 3-3B? Oh, 3B? 6-6A.
Oh, 6-6A we were supposed to use. I was 3B because I'm lazy.
Yeah, me too.
6 B plus K. Always.
Ah.
It has that 6B has a deceptive range. It is scary. It's an ooh, nice. I ran my foot into the door, so my foot hurts.
Oh, I hit it up against
Favorite weapon in this game? You mean favorite character? Or like
Ooh.
weapon master?
Should we get some extra mode in here?
We absolutely should. We can reference Porcupine's fact to know exactly the strength of the weapons.
Yeah.
The Taki versus like Mitsurugi matchup would be horrible.
With Damascus Sword, where I can't block.
Yeah. My favorite extra weapon is the joke weapons, and then I'd
Sure,
say-
joke weapons are awesome.
and then my second is in terms of tier. My first in terms of tier is probably the Taki kunai, because her 66B and 99Bs are already good enough. Having like that buffed makes it even better. The Great Fairy Sword's good as well. The Damascus is also great. Nice. Good sidestep.
I'm checking here to figure out objectively which of the weapons you this back coming up. The sword. Damascus Sword's rating is 1.75.
Ah,
You put it in
What was the other one?
numerical value?
This is
Great Fairy Sword.
the kunai is 1.714, so it is 0.036 worse than the Damascus Sword. What was the other one you mentioned? The Fairy Sword.
The Great Fairy Sword.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did it in terms of like PS2 or what.
Great
No.
Fairy Sword is plus 2.087. It is the strongest weapon we've
Ooh.
yet.
Dang.
Straight from the Porcupine Weapon Master Pack, real-time feedback on weapon quality.
$10 bounty. Get Porcupine in this Discord.
Oh God! I tried to like deliberately avoid just like high drama bounties, but I mean I would totally pay. I would totally pay $10 for Porcupine, just especially as much as he's come up here recently.
Yeah.
I was saying though, like I couldn't believe it's like because I actually used that fact when I was trying to platinum the game on PS3 because I didn't know anything about the weapons. Like I just need to figure out the best one, and then like I used the fact that it was actually helpful, and then I went back later and found out that it was Porcupine that wrote it, and I was like, no, like Porcupine has now actually like contributed positively to my life. The whole narrative is totally ruined.
Oh. Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi's
yeah.
got Masamune as well. Oh yeah,
It has
I forgot.
Masamune too. All right, we're checking for value here. So Damascus Sword is plus 1.75. Masamune is plus 1.706. So pretty good, but 0.044 lower. And what's his third best? Porcupine doesn't really have a third best one. The next one is the Vassalard, but it's only plus 1.191. And like he had explanations for this man. It was so long though. Oh, it's a logarithmic ranking scale. Now, what is this supposed to mean? Higher is better, I think.
Second's fun. Alright, let's play back to Yoshi.
Let's play back to Yoshi. Alright, time to Pogo now. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing actual rounds. I gotta win all 3 of them. 3-0 only.
I don't know, man. This guy's too good.
If we put a bounty on Porcupine though, we have to have like a bonus bounty for death threats. Like $10 if you get porcupine to join the server. $100 you can threaten to kill you.
No, that's mean. Don't do that. They reform. What if they went to live on like a simple life?
He's got a little porcupine farm.
After Porcupine just stopped touching the internet, changed his life.
Oh, it was so close. Most excessive overkill combo. I landed that kangaroo kick. Oh, what? Flash is an A? Oh shit, I should have known that. I just got B crushed. Actually, it's like a parry thing though. That's interesting. Like my flash got B crushed. I didn't expect that.
Oh man. I remember when I used to play Link a bunch and I'd only use the Great Fairy Sword for the Weapon Master mode.
Well, so you can take over as the new Link on the server. Our server doesn't have a Link at the moment. This is your time to shine.
Alasdair would probably pay a bounty to have Vicious Suicide join the server.
That's probably attainable. I mean, he loves this game. I think you just have to get somebody that knows him to actually convince him to play Dolphin.
Who knows him though?
Tim probably knows him. He used to play for Boston. So I was gonna say, I would think that the Endurance guys probably know him.
Well, someone's got to contact the guy. Ask it. Like, we need like some of the old legends to make guides. Like, I feel like a lot of this data is.
Guide-wise, yeah. I mean, you know, there weren't like video guides or anything like that. And actually, most people who talked on the boards were not the top players, so it always kind of felt like there was a little bit of a disconnect. There was a lot of good information on Caliber forums, but like it was information that was compiled by people who were like second-tier players. You know, so if the top-tier players were using different strats, that was never really captured.
Vicious Suicide was like one of the best Yoshimitsu players like ever to
probably the best of this game.
Yeah, he was probably the strongest Yoshi. I was trying to think if there was anybody else at that level. I don't, not in the US. No, I think say he was the US's best Yoshi.
You have XSE2 like Ivy or whatever his name was.
Yeah. Yeah, Eris had a pretty good video about, you know, ranking top players. I agreed with him for the most part, except, you know, as I've mentioned before, like XSE2 and Kage shouldn't be compared. Like, XSE2 is clearly the stronger player. But other than that, pretty much everything else he said was spot on.
Yeah. Kayane, bring Kayane back. Alasdair, use your French words.
I think I met Kayane once.
Lucky.
Is that the female one?
Yeah, someone with Kayane is a guy.
Not all of us are Japanese. Not all of us know.
That has no meaning to me.
That watches a lot of anime and assumes that we all do as well.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. My bad.
Clearly, the suffix "ne" means schoolgirl. Like,
I named myself Kaya. Oh, nice GI.
that was supposed to be a wild landing B.
Yeah, Kayane is like the French Soul Calibur 2 player that was like 12 when like the world tournaments was, and she was like playing. It's like crazy.
He's younger than that when he beat Fets in Soul Calibur 1. I mean, he was like 10 when Fets traveled.
Oh
to
yeah,
have, like, the U.S. versus France championship. I mean, not only did France just completely destroy him, like overall, but like Kayane was beating him and was like 10 at the time. She was like 13 or 14 for U.S. World or for Con Worlds.
Jesus,
it was crazy, dude. She has some Guinness World Records of being the most successful. I think esports, like woman in esports. I think that might change. Oh, and like I think it's for fighting games. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I wonder what they're.
She was like really good in Street Fighter as well. Oh, that's 3. Luan, that's like when he does kangaroo kick and you block it. It's I-15. You can punish it with like a launcher.
think it's 16.
Is it?
Yeah. Or maybe it's 22. We'll have to check. Because Kangaroo is more minus depending on whether I do it out of the stance or do it raw. Because raw it's 16. I'm pretty sure it's 22 otherwise. Oh wait, I gotta get on the other side so I can 69 more consistently. Perfect.
Anyways,
I love jumping.
jumping's fun. It's the sign of youth. Only the young jump a lot.
That's not really true. I think. You mean
It's just-
Muggy Muffins jumps a lot.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
does. Right.
Like he'll do jump back B like all the time.
I hope they do another like HD collection or like Soul Calibur 2 HD for PC.
to do it well this time.
Yeah, I learned from
It
the
would be
mistakes
Yeah.
because
Like,
the
it would be
20th
really
anniversary is coming up.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually just, a proper official version. So,
PS3 version.
Sucks.
the last one was so bad. HDO was just so disappointing. Terrible net play, terrible port. And, like, I don't, the port part, like, I kind of understand the bad net play because it was like a low budget title, but like, I don't understand how you can't just straight up port of the NTSC version. Like, it's not that difficult. Like, to release just a completely broken game.
A
And even
complete
after the
Switch
it's not-
version with all the guest characters. Oh
Yeah, yeah.
man, I wouldn't really care about a Switch version, you know. I'd prefer it on PC.
Yeah, it'd be good to have it on anyone.
Yeah, but then there's like, guys, do you have the HD collection for the HD remastered for Switch, or is it just PC only? And then we're just like PC. It's like, oh, where can I find people to play, the Switch version? I would not play the Switch version.
You don't want people joining the server and saying, like, I'll only play the Switch version.
But they
I
just
still get a couple
But it would be good.
PS3 guys every now and then.
Yeah.
we
But
have
what
regular
something like
ones.
that would be good for, even if it's on the Switch, is just to make it so that you can actually run tournaments, like, with, like, easy setup. Just, it is not easy to run offline tournaments on all that.
True.
Just Dolphin's button configuration interface is not intuitive.
What do you mean it is? It's easy.
Not if you're switching between other people's different controllers. I mean,
Yeah, no.
the amount of time to change it. Yeah, you have to change it outside the game. Because even if you don't know what your buttons are mapped to.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit like that, but obviously you wouldn't be using Dolphin. You'd just be using real hardware.
PS2, I suppose. I'll probably buy a PS2, some kind of cool limited edition PS2 for the next time we have an offline tournament.
I just get I'd get a PS2 from Goodwill and then get 2 Brook adapters.
Yep.
I have good news for you guys. You're playing the GameCube version right now. Yeah? No, obvious. It's got Link.
That's correct. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I played offline on GameCube, which I like the experience a lot. I hear that PS2 has some like slowdown issues.
Oh,
It has slowdown. Yeah. It has slowdown issues in Windows stage. I mean, the main
Yeah,
reason why.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, people didn't use the PS2 version because it was better. They just used the PS2 version because more people had it to use. And there were more sticks.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there were more sticks for PS2, so it was just sort of like, if you were in a tournament on GameCube, you were in a situation that
I think
a lot of people didn't have sticks and would have to buy them for it.
I think
Yeah,
we could do a PS2. Wait, how much is a Brook adapter for PS2? Because the Smash scene kind of made it to where GameCube is actually the most viable, like, competitive thing, because there's so much, like, crap for it, like adapters and stuff. Not even like Brook, but like, because like hitboxes and stuff. GameCube.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can make an argument that
Arcade.
running it on GameCube would actually be the easiest option right now. I mean, compared to PS3, like, fewer and fewer people have PS3s.
I don't,
Yeah.
but I think like most people people have PS4 sticks or like PS3, PS4 sticks that they use for PC or PS4, PS5 as well. Actually, I feel like that if there were an adapter for PS3 or whatever to GameCube, that'd be the best. But I
Yeah.
don't think there are. I think like the hitbox is a specific kind of hitbox that allows for 360 degrees rather than just 8. So it's really weird. I don't know if that'd be useful.
No, I mean, I think a Switch version. I don't actually have a Switch, but I mean, if they had a good complete port, I probably would buy one for it. There's other games I want to play on there too. They just have to actually prove the good version first. Like just like just emulate the NTSC version instead of whatever the hell they were trying to do with this one. I mean, some of the bugs that were in it, like the green flash bug, I don't
Oh,
know
that's the worst.
programming. I don't even understand how that happened. Like that wasn't a mechanic that existed in
Mm-hmm.
the original version, NTSC or PAL.
Yeah.
Like you can't even blame PAL for it. Like it was introduced specifically for HBO.
Dude, Bamco was just smoking a lot of fart for that one. Like honestly, that was
People,
back before
people
criticized.
mentioned that the patch, fixed the PAL issues. And I mean, and it did address the most like egregious PAL issues, but like it still is just a glitchy mess.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of inherent delay for no reason.
Yeah, I think it was just a bunch of like, it was just like in an era when like Bamco was just kind of putting things out. Like Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2 were out. They didn't really care about them like enough. So then they just made Tekken 7. They're like, all right, we're gonna get our shit together. So they might.
Tekken 2 is Tekken Tag 2 is a good game though. It just was sort of too to actually be played by humans, but like they did a good job before. Like I was actually disappointed it did as badly as it did.
Yeah, it just was. And then I think my biggest problem with it was like also just like some of the they only did like I think they did one patch for it, and that was just like the Cervantes bug, and like some of the main thing was the Cervantes bug because it would crash.
The PAL they did revise some of the PAL properties, some of the stuff that like just like the Max's 2-hit string that's broken in the PAL version, and like the 4A plus BB with the IV being guaranteed. Like the PAL specific frame issues they patched out, but like that was all they did though. They didn't do anything to improve the netcode. They didn't fix the green bug. It was still pretty poor, and by then it had been so like completely abandoned that I logged on to try to see if I could get some games in to see whether it had improved, and like I could not get a match. And this was like February, like only 2 or 3 months after launch. There was already just nobody playing.
Oh, really? Damn.
So like I couldn't even test the new online mode in ranked because no one was playing ranked, and this was on PS3, which was probably the version most people. So it was just a disaster. No other way around it.
Pretty much.
But it was still cool to see people run tournaments.
Yeah, Combo Breaker was like, all right, guys, we're gonna be running an HD collection, and then you just see it like, fart. That's why now they just do arcade.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's okay. I mean, no
You
Berserker.
don't have the new characters. Yeah, you don't.
No Necrid.
No Sophie.
No Sophie's a big one though. Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie was console.
Thank God. Bye bye. Good riddance.
Except that X is better. X's 2-2B is better than it is in the home version. It was nerfed. The current state that everyone agrees is the best move in the game is the toned down version of the arcade version.
Yeah, it's scary.
So if you like playing X, the arcade version is the version for you.
Oh yeah, I should be sitting to the left. What am I doing? There we go. Easy money.
Oh yeah, the Tekken, the what was that one Tekken free to play game?
Was Tekken Revolution, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I never actually played it. Was it like your characters were like leveled up or something, didn't they? Like the more you played, the more powerful you were.
I'm not a guy who's like more content, you know, like that's why I like remember someone talking on Twitter about like Soul Calibur 6. It's like if you can't wait for like you know, like you're complaining about like no content coming out for like Soul Calibur 6, like shut up. Like you're just there for like the present, like it's like a open present thing, like, you know, like you're opening a present and that's like your only excitement. You didn't really care about the game. It's like, oh, this new character gonna change everything. I'm like, just enjoy the game for what it is. I don't care that there's a new character for like Soul Calibur 2. Like if there was a new character, I would not care. I'd be like, wow, this new character. That's why I like this game, because it's so constant. It never changes. It's
Yeah,
always the
exactly. No
same.
patches, no.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
Yeah,
Learning
I'm
more
kinda
about the
the same way.
game.
And I'm definitely in the minority on that. I mean, I feel like most current players like the dynamic environment, but you know, I like the patches until you can, you know, kind of get everything, the balance systems worked out. I mean, I do agree that you know, having some patches for a while is good to sort of establish a balanced meta. But then after that, yeah, I do like the meta to actually be stable. The idea that everything like reinvented every year is not
It's
my
not.
favorite.
It's not like for like Tekken 7 specifically. It's like there's so many characters now. I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Well, then
I
the other,
don't-
you know, the thing that goes along with it too is that you end up on that version of the game for a really long time. I mean, if you look at and they do it because games are so expensive to develop. But like if you look at like Tekken came out in 1995, Tekken 2 came out in 96, Tekken 3 came out in 98. So you had, you know, 3 core releases in 3 years, and like hugely different. Like if you go from Tekken 1 to Tekken 3, it's like it's amazing how much progress is made. You know, whereas now Tekken 7 came out in 2015, you know, and here we are 6 years later, and just like not even another. You know, it's not even on the horizon for Tekken.
I'm not even looking for a new game. I don't really care. Just like, I feel like having new characters is like, it's cool and all, but like, I don't know. It's just not my thing to have like, you know, like so much like DLC. I'm not like the frame data DLC. Don't even start on that one. The frame data DLC. I was like, you're selling DLC? How low are you going, bro?
I like that.
Yeah, I did like the old model where you'd have more games more often, but then the games would be stable. But
Yeah, that's why I like even though I'm
most
not
people
good
don't agree with me, so it's the
No,
world
I'm
has
not.
gone. Yeah, the world's gone a different direction.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of different versions of Street Fighter 2 out there.
Oh man. Oh, that is. Oh, that was crazy, dude. Like when I can't even keep track of how many like Street Fighter like 2s there are.
It's pretty funny.
There's like 3 versions of Street Fighter Third Strike, and then there's I think. I mean, I don't want like Soul Calibur 2 Part 2. You know. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, yeah, I get it. You have like a good engine. Ooh, nice. You hit him with the. I forget what Heihachi move. Yeah, I know what a Heihachi move. It's crouch dash 1. But that's another Heihachi move. You got 2 Heihachis. I forget
Aw.
whose move that was.
I realized they had the actually runaway move.
Yeah.
It's
but
because I did the Soul Steel at the start.
I'm a fan of the retro games because it's a lot more fun for me. Like ACR, I've been enjoying like ACR. It's just so it's crazy, but it's constant. It's
Yeah,
like,
well, and they're like simple too, so like you kind of get into the mind games faster because it's less about knowing lots and lots and lots of stuff. I mean, Tekken, like the knowledge check component in Tekken 7 is just ridiculous because you've got like 50 characters and each character's got, you know, 20 years of legacy moves.
Oh no, ACR is different. That game's hard. It's very difficult for me to get into. Like there's like 3 different weight classes you have to learn for each combo, and you have to improvise on your combos because like Baiken's too small. She's a small samurai, and half of your combos are not gonna work without improvising. I'm like, okay, Tekken 7 clown outfits, projectile attach, shadow and darkness. So you can't see what the hell you're doing. Nah, nothing gets.
But I don't want King and Dragon. No,
King and Dragon like throws while wearing thongs. I mean, it's just goofy, you know. Ugh. Sometimes I feel like some of those like outfits, like the bikini outfits, are just like the Coomer ones. I'm like,
Well, I totally agree about the projectiles too. Like, I do not enjoy playing the 2D characters in Tekken 7 at all. If they ever do release Tekken versus Street Fighter, I absolutely hate it because I just hate all those characters.
yeah, absolutely. Like, imagine how you translate keep away characters, you know.
Like, you know, I played against some like
Got
Akumas
him.
in tournaments, and it's just like I'm just totally confused. I don't know what to do. They don't feel like they belong in the game.
Like, I mean, Geese Howard is like super Omega Chad in that game, but like, it's just he's so
I have no
cool.
idea what that means, by the way. Omega
Yeah,
Chad.
he's like he's just super cool, and
Okay.
you know, he's just like the coolest
Maybe my
character to
Zoomer.
like and like watch
my
because he's
Zoomer
like
playing around.
he's just cool. But like, I
native.
would not want him in the game. It's so just like especially like Noctis and like what they did to Kunimitsu. Like, especially like she has this like kind of like laser, like she can just like throw her dagger out and it just comes out of nowhere, like half the screen. Like, I think 3/4 of the screen she can cover. Just dumb. They did good with Zafina though. The new
I thought
characters that they
season
were
2 was great. Like I thought they did a really good job with season 2, bringing back a lot of the old characters, and you know, kind of even Negan like was kind of like a ridiculous guest, but he still like kind of fit Tekken, like he, you know, plays like a Tekken character. So like
Yeah.
I thought the end of season 2 state of Tekken 7 was awesome, and then season 3 they just kind of like went power hyperinflation. Like Leroy was great design. Leroy was great design, but he was so broken when he first came out. Same with Fog.
The new character Lydia was not too bad. I enjoyed her. She's
She's pretty-
annoying, but I still enjoy her.
Dang it.
It doesn't seem like she's too overpowered either.
I can only enjoy like Tekken if I'm playing with like a friend. Like, it's just a friend and we're just chilling and I don't have to worry about them playing like I don't have to memorize like half the cast. Like, I just know their characters and I learn them as I'm going, but I don't have to like learn the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well, that was kind of how it was for us playing State College. I mean, it was just like me and Benji and Rick playing against each other, and so like we learned each other's characters. So you know that was fun. But then you go to a tournament, it's like you know, because there's 3 of us and each of us play 2 characters, we have coverage of like 6 out of 50 characters. Because there's like a 44 and 50 chance that we'll have no idea what's coming at us.
It's just
It's really
same
hard
with
to
this Discord.
seriously get into Tekken without a crew.
Rip. Same way with Soul Calibur, our Discord. It's like playing against Ophidia players is like a dime a dozen. No one plays the Lizard Man seriously. So when Killtown just whips him out, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What's
fuck
going
everyone
on?
up when he plays Clash of the Man. He just hits us with his head, and we're like, I don't know what's going. Can I stop this? I looked it up. It's a mid, and it's supposedly -4, but it feels like it's minus like 1. I feel it's so strong. I think I need more pogo. That's the only way to win.
Oh, I didn't realize that Daigo was as sick as he was.
Did I go sick?
Yeah, he got COVID.
Like-
It sounds like he was. I'd heard he'd gotten COVID, but it sounds like I'm reading an article just saying he was just released from the hospital. So that's
Oh shit.
great.
Oh, dude. If they could have brought back Bruce from Tekken, it would have been crazy. Wait, what's...
Oh, I broke a throw. Did you see it? I did not pick this one.
Yeah, it is disappointing they never brought back Bruce. I actually played some of the older Tekkens. He's one of my Tekken 2 mains. So many terrible characters in that game too. To not have some Bruce.
I just like Tekken Tag 1's vibes. It's really cool.
Tekken Tag, yeah, Tekken Tag 1 is an all-timer.
It's not even like and the Tekken 5 DR I heard was really good as well.
Tekken 5 VR is very good. It's kind of like the whole Tekken 5 aesthetic was really good, but Tekken 5.0 was pretty broken. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but it definitely was not a balanced game.
Shit
So then
goes
Tekken
crazy
5,
when you play Steve.
yeah, Steve. I mean, and Nina, Fang, Brian. But like then you try to play like that version of Julia against those top 4 or 5. It was not a. It was one of the 2 games where I did not beat Piggy consistently.
Ooh.
Ooh. Man.
That and pre-patch Soul Calibur 5. I think Namco fixed them.
It was you.
It's complaining. It's like, I'm losing to Benji. Fix, please. And they're like, okay. We'll nerf his top 3 moves. We'll make his strongest combo starter not a combo. It's unbelievable how bad they made him.
I miss the PS2 era. I would go back in time to just live in there forever.
You were like not alive. You're like,
Yeah, no, but like if I was like, you know, like 20 living into like,
okay.
you know, living in that
It's
era.
phrasing of missing the era, like
Mhm.
missing an era that you didn't experience.
Wanna become
I do.
famous by
I do wanna
followers and viewers on Big Fueler.
I do want to become famous.
Yeah.
You got multiple bots going at it here.
Oh,
I love
they
them.
all got the purple names too. That's confusing.
Hey, babe.
I thought that was Cat One saying that as a joke at first. I was like, oh wait, those are some other people with the same color name. That's
Yeah.
sneaky.
I really wish I was famous. Thanks, bot.
When should we do the next prize pot tournament?
No.
I think we'll do one for the amateur tournaments to do community outreach. So we get
Yeah, but then they have to actually join the main tournament. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, Luan did, but like, I was a little disappointed that we haven't gotten more of them to join our tournaments. I mean, like, I certainly don't mind supporting their tournaments, but I wouldn't go hard on the prize pool for them.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm a level with you. It would be unfair. Do you know like the past like 3 tournaments have been like, the most try-hard people ever? It's got Bounty Hunter, Alasdair, Jur, like me. Like I bet half of them probably couldn't beat me. That's bad.
Yeah, but we used to. I mean, we used to enter those tournaments, and we would still have other people in the bracket. You know, I don't know. I don't know how we get that back. Like, I understand why. I understand why people would not, continue to enter a tournament when they're playing against people who are, vastly more experienced. But it is. We do need to figure out a way to fill out the brackets.
I was thinking we should have an incentive, like if a new player gets top 3, then they win the Soul Calibur 2 art book.
Oh,
yeah.
No,
Maybe someone would think that was a good idea.
Who wants an art book? Besides me.
Everyone, it's sick. I have it.
Can you send me the picture of the Taki one, please? Like just DM that.
Yeah, I mean, some kind of prizes to sort of support, new players overperforming would be pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe we do that for
pretty
the next
high
money
EV
tournament.
for us.
Yeah, maybe you send the money tournament out. I think the other thing about the last money tournament too is that like you guys set that out like a month ahead of time. I mean, like in the end of November, you said the tournament was going to be like in the end of December. Give a lot of time so guys like Nitty can like plan to make it.
Well, no, that also was because I had exams.
Let's get 7 involved.
Let's get 7 involved.
Sabin.
Oh, Sabin. Oh, dude, if we do something with Sabin, big money, easy.
Let's coordinate with him and figure out a date. That's a good plan.
I'm partnered with Matcherina, so like I need to do more prize pool tournaments, but we don't have.
Well, yeah, I mean, the other thing that might make sense would be to try to partner with what's his name, Boondocks, the guy who was running the tournaments over at the Naruto server.
He
seems to be able.
He retired. Yeah, he kind of like retired a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he couldn't he got a new job, and it's just like for the most part. Yeah, there was an announcement on the other one. It's just like he just doesn't. He did like so many tournaments. It was crazy. Like not even I could do that many. He was just like. I mean, I like the guy, but God, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle, but you put so many tournaments. It's like you gotta have no life, and that guy had a life, unfortunately.
But it'll be, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what what we can do if we actually try to improve some money.
We could make the tournaments every 2 weeks, and then just like advertise a lot more.
Yeah, for the particular money tournament. I mean, I think the reality of it is that you're probably only gonna get 5 or 6 people for like the the weekdays. But if the money tournament, if you advertise it further in advance and get some money in the pot, and maybe have some like new player incentives, I think it'd be cool to get back to that double digits again.
If a new player joins, I'll add $2.5 into the prize pool.
Well, I mean, you could even have like some percentage of the pot goes to like the top new player or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you do a, I don't know, 50, 30, 10 split, and then 10% is like reserved for like the best new player. Like the best player who's never entered one of our tournaments before. And you don't even need to like,
how would we even
for that,
rate that?
You don't even need to, what's that?
How would we even rate that? Just by wins? Or
It's
like,
just if they haven't
it's never entered a tournament.
I know,
yeah,
but like, what if there's multiple?
Oh, whoever places highest.
Oh, yeah. I think we were just doing an MVP system. Like,
no. Whoever places highest. If they place the same, they just play each other. Like, if they both finish 5th or something.
Whoever appeases us. I'm sorry, you're out. Hi, Sharks. I'm here presenting with my my Soul Calibur 2 gameplay. Oh my god. Just don't have to do them so dirty, Alasdair. It's nasty, it's grimy.
I feel like that's the best low in the game. I don't know. That might be a huge overstatement, but it goes half screen and has basically infinite tracking and is like 60 damage.
I might do.
Which low?
Pogo Rush.
I might do
It's times falling though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, for the end of the round, like it does so much damage and it tracks so well.
I think as an ender, I think it's up there. I think Vicious used to use that a lot too, as a round ender.
Question: should we do?
Here's a round ender for you. Oh.
I'm thinking about doing like a survey. Since we have so many members, we have 115 like online people, just like not including like people who play in old days, bots, and TOs. We have 115 people. I kind of want to do a survey and asking just general questions about their like what, like, not what their purpose is in the server. It's like, but like if you were to be like, if you're an amateur at the game, like an amateur survey, and see like what's keeping them, and just like answer these questions, like I feel like we should be asking them and taking that into account. I mean, I don't mind making a survey like after the stream's over, or like a poll, not poll, like a kind of like survey of what these new players are, what's keeping what's keeping them from playing.
What's keeping them from tournaments?
Yeah, like
yeah. It would be interesting to see if you get any feedback. I mean,
it's like what can we do to like incentivize you from like joining into more tournaments, where I'm not like, why aren't you joining? Like it's more like, I feel like there's a lot of potential being missed out on just like this game's really easy to learn when it comes to like there's some games where it's just like, oh man, this kills my hands, and then like this game's just like, oh
this game is not, it's great.
No, it's not demanding. But I'd like to like ask these questions to these amateurs and try to make, like, I feel like we should be asking them rather than doing guessing work, like, oh, this might work and this might work, and we should really just be asking them and like trying to take like the most average answer.
I mean, it can't do that, I don't think.
The question
certainly would be
is,
interesting. It would be interesting to ask the people who are like requesting matches but not entering tournaments. I think you've got a number of people who are just kind of not
not doing much here.
Well,
and that's true of every Discord. I mean, like, I'm on the John at Discord. I've never posted a message or done anything. At one point, I was just sort of vaguely interested in that game, so I never bought the Discord.
Well, another thing is also like, another problem that we have is that a lot of these players don't really play matchmaking either. And it's like, what can we do to get you into Soul Calibur? Like, what can we do? It's like, It's like, what can we do to like get you interested in the game? I feel like we should do incentives to like more like incentives just to like even like do the survey. Like I want to ask these questions, like these questions for real. I will give you a dum dum.
A what?
I will give you a dum dum. I will mail it.
What does that mean?
Is that the like lollipop things?
Yes.
That I mean, you're probably gonna have 100% participation at this rate.
Yeah, just get a big bag.
Prize like that.
But I mean, it's just like I'd ask these questions. I could add like a few cents to a prize pool, like 10 cents, and then see how many surveys we get. I don't know. I just want to ask these questions because it concerns me, and like because I want more people to be playing this game because we used to have so many regulars. Oh. Did it just freeze for y'all?
Yep. No, 0 FPS.
I thought that was my I thought that was my game. Oh, like my computer. Then I see it like peaking, and I'm like, why?
It's also possible that part of the reason why there's fewer regulars now, just is sort of the different state with COVID too. I mean, I think that when people were trapped inside, more people use. More people are going to want to do things like this.
Are things opening up more in the States? Is that the thing?
Oh, Shadow of Ruin says using the PS3 version. That's another thing we have to consider. People don't have PCs. Right.
I mean,
thank you for answering one of our questions.
That's true. There's some people like that.
I feel like it's just.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to run something on the PS3 version. It's just the net play is so bad. I mean, the nice thing about it is that it is free. I mean, you don't need a PS Plus account to run it.
The problem is I have to.
You do need to buy the game though.
It is true.
No,
you have to buy the game.
It's not even buying the game for me. It's more like I have to spend money on a capture card.
Oh,
I don't have a capture card of my own.
I see. Hey, that means I could actually stream the tournament.
Oh yeah.
Because I have the hardware to. I can't stream myself playing.
Relay Pro thing though.
Oh, why
I mean,
not?
if you ever run a PS3, I mean, I'll enter a PS3 version if you run it. I have the game. I was ranked 4th in the world at one point.
They're shutting down the PS3 store soon. That's why I mentioned it. Yeah.
That's what he said, that they're not anymore.
Yeah, no, they canceled that.
Yeah, because
I know they were going to, but they got a bunch of negative feedback.
Exactly. Understandably.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if you put that survey up, what kind of responses you get. I think the easiest conversion is just going to be, just get the people who are willing to enter the winter tournament to give the main tournaments a chance. But
I think that's our main target market. I think.
I know that's like the biggest, like, oh my god, that was so dirty. I still want to ask those questions for the people as a community outreach kind of thing.
Sounds good.
You're doing well with the beginner tourneys. Maybe prizes instead of cash. Give the kiddies candy.
Yeah.
I'll give you a shirt.
Kiddies candy. Yeah, fair enough, man.
You get a
That's
soul
a good. That's
charger
a good.
on stream a few weeks ago. Oh, are you one of those people that are like on the Soul Calibur 2 like gaming YouTube part of channel? Because I've seen those like of just people playing like Weapon Masters. Like, oh, it's my playthrough. I'm like, people do that.
There was one guy I got from. I saw him on Twitch randomly streaming Weapon Master and got him to join.
Oh, nice.
He played one match and then, but his internet wasn't very good, and I guess he left a week or two later.
Yeah. So, it's just like our best people we've done is from community outreach. Like Ike came from like Reddit, and
I got a couple people from Reddit. Yeah, that's true.
And so
I mean,
we just
that definitely makes sense for the next major tournament.
Wait,
so,
why is Yoshimitsu's like Yoshimitsu's like hand was like poking out from like the characters of like screen?
Oh yeah, sometimes it does that. He clips through the stage like.
The fuck.
Well, I look forward to seeing the survey. I think I'm putting bed in a minute. I stayed up way too late last night. I'm very tired.
I've been sleeping in, like sleeping a lot
Oh,
because I
yeah.
got my shot like 2 days ago. Oh, that's nice. But I mean,
Yeah, no, I think trying to get like true beginners, I agree with Kevin that that's not gonna work. But like, I'm thinking more people like your Jins and your Clementes and your Kung, like those guys have fighting game fundamentals and could get pretty good at this game
Mm-hmm.
if they wanted to.
well, the people who
Yeah.
join are like, also, it's like, are you interested in like? It's like I want to ask those questions. It's like, are you interested in fighting games, or do you have fighting game experience, or just any questions like that? And
Yeah,
it's like if you're in the server, it's like just like do you have fighting game experience, or do you have like, it's like, are you interested in Soul Calibur? Or like, I want to ask like what's your purpose being here, you know? But obviously I just want to ask, like, because we have like Nation just ran into the same problem, you know. They told me about it, and it was just like they had so many people but rarely anyone was playing. Like it was just me, Mentats, Jur, and Akko sometimes.
what was this? The last server?
The Race Thy Sword, yeah, remember?
Oh yeah.
Back in August, yeah, a long time ago.
Well, no,
So,
I mean for a while it was even
It's
worse
still
than that. I
burns.
mean, like when he originally created the server, it was like you get an LFM, and then like 2 days later, someone else would give another LFM, but no one ever actually.
Yeah, rough.
I mean, it's much better than it was. I mean, I think that's worth acknowledging. It's just sort of like the one thing that's just a little disappointing is that I think the actual amount of casual activity is higher than it was, but like now it's that you can't get people to enter tourneys anymore. Like you just had the old tourney crew that would generally enter every week, kind of fill out the bracket. A lot of those guys just aren't entering. Some of them that do watch on stream, but don't do tournaments anymore.
yeah. Shadow Rune asks, wait, do you have a fighting game server? Scroll up. Oh, the Nightbot usually says it. It's like, here's a link to our Discord. Yeah, that's the server.
Just Soul Calibur 2 in this server, not.
Yeah, it's a Soul
Not
Calibur
every
2.
fighting
Yeah,
game.
it's a Soul Calibur, this game server. And we replaced Raise Thy Sword a while ago. Because it's just like, they didn't really want to spread it out. Oh, look.
There you go.
They joined.
We got a new join.
Shadow.
Server.
Hey!
Let's
Awesome.
go. And you're playing golf with friends. Based. But like, I mean, you'll catch us like running tournaments like weekly, and you know, that's great. But I feel I want more diversity as well. Up, and it went from 0.
Bad.
Fuck is that? But like, I still want to do like, I want more people to join and new faces to see, rather than the same like 3 like boomers coming in, for their rehab.
It's true. This is like my therapy.
It's like I need
This is like a
games.
stress relief from work.
Yeah, it's a good game to go back to, and I don't play it like religiously, but I like
Well,
playing it to just vibe out. That's why I switch so many
Well,
characters.
and like it's the game, but it's like the banter around the game. And now that Tim's on the server, twice as many people will understand my story. So like that makes
Yeah. It's true.
Occasionally, Nationalist will send me like a text telling me about like some drama that happened. Like it's happened. The last time was Theron Mortis, so I wonder what the next time will be.
Who
They
sends
just-
you your text?
Nationalist, the
Nationalist,
Raise Thy
okay.
Sword leader.
Oh, no, okay, yeah. Last time, I mean, like the only interaction I've had with him in the past 6 months is the Hero of Time random, just like drama out of nowhere.
How's the Hero Time Discord?
It's a same number of people as always.
How many
You're not
people
allowed
is
to-
it?
I think it's a 6, 5, 7. I don't know. I think it's depending on who he bans.
Stopped doing tournaments about a year ago.
Currently 7. And we tried to invite that guy from Central America, but HOT was not having it.
Yeah, that was really weird. There's a guy from Brazil who tried to join. I said, hey, you should try joining this guy Hero Time server, He's from Latin America, they might have a good connection. And then he tries, like, he banned me. I don't know why. Oh,
So,
okay.
so what happened? The explanation for that is that so I asked him why. I said like I thought that you posted the link in Discords and you were trying to get people to join, and he was like, well, I was trying to do that, but 7-8U kept joining and with various alt names, so I shut it down. So basically, because 7-8U joined his server and trolled him too many times, he's now shut down any access unless you give him a direct invite.
That's dumb.
Until money, yeah. I heard about that. I always saw y'all like chatting. It was like I'd always like tune in. And I'm like, I wouldn't actually say anything. I don't say anything in Money Muffins like Discord. I just watch.
It's fun to get his perspective from time to time.
Oh, dude, it's just an experience. No other servers like his. It's just crazy. It's an interesting experience. He invited me on YouTube. Oh, he did. Oh, that's how we got Hero Time actually.
From me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Okasan replied to his combo video.
Because he was trying to learn Link. Yeah, you never expect to find people. Cav 1's like videos are great. They're spontaneous and interesting, but they're really cool.
All kinds of Valdo tech that you would never. No, I don't think anyone else knows how to do.
Yeah, it's like nuts. I'm like, how do you even know that was possible? When Pure Funked came and just started
It's like, yeah,
dumping
man.
tech.
Yeah, pure fun
Oh,
fact
that's
in our
fun.
tournaments too.
Yeah, where the heck I go?
He's entering the Naruto tournament, the ones that are hosted by Naruto, but not through here.
You won't join ours. Or we're just not friends anymore, Pure Funked. I thought Taki means stick together.
TTU posts on that server too, but
Still
it's not
do-
returning. He's in Japan, unfortunately, but
Also, another thing that it's a huge problem is that we have with the amateur tournaments, a lot of them are EU. That's a problem.
yeah.
And
Yeah, but we're all East Coast though. I think you could probably get away with it if everybody goes in knowing. The only problem would be Tim. Their connection with Tim would be absolutely horrible because you're going
Yeah.
all the way across the United States and then all the way across the Atlantic. But like the East Coast to EU is not that bad. It's not going to be that much.
he's a frame freak, but he's great. Money Muffins is great. Like I can't deny his skill. Bibulus will say otherwise, but I can't deny he's one of.
He's the best
like,
player in the world. I mean, he's beaten every other top player in the HDO era, so
great.
including Patch Chen. Like that was very impressive.
Shadow Rune says, I stopped when ESL stopped doing tourneys. It might come back. I'm gonna say this, it's not that high profile. You shouldn't take it as seriously as like a real like tournament. I try to make them as serious, but like I'm not like, ah man. It's more like locals. Like I would treat these tournaments as locals, but online.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe
Except for-
seriously, if you look at the amount of views we get, I mean, your typical match is viewed like 20 times, and
Except for
5 of
solo
them
rival.
probably by me checking to see if anyone's posting any comments. So like, you don't really need to be too worried about being embarrassed in front of lots of people because no one's watching.
I feel
Except
like
for Arturo's tournament, which had 20 times as many viewers as normal.
yeah, Arturo's tournament was crazy.
Luckily, my losses there both weren't recorded because the match against KNR was like super laggy and got deleted, and then the match against Alasdair was off stream. So there's no evidence of my mediocrity.
No proof that I beat you. Yeah.
No. Yeah, in the KNR match, I was particularly happy that one got lost because I lost that one like 9 rounds to 2 and just played like a total idiot. That was the one where like every time he gave me with a 2A, I did a 2A and he crushed it with a 9KB. Like it happened like seven times. Like I just looked like a complete unadaptive clown.
That's funny. Got him.
The Soul Revival tournament was great. I like that one. The prize pot tournaments are great as well. I would have loved to play them 10 years ago. Yeah, me too. I would give everything to just play in that era. It seems like such a fun era to play in League.
It was a fun era. I mean, it was very regional, so your experience varied a lot by who you were with. But like, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the Pennsylvania scene was great, and then going up to the break and playing against Andrew and Steve, and it was very, very much fun.
Did you just?
I wish
change
I was a
your
little
name?
better at the time, but
Did he just change his name?
Ooh.
Shadow Zerk. He just. No, they're two different people.
Hmm.
I just want to say.
Shadow of Rune
that-
and Shadow Zik.
Shadow Zerk. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say that this is a really nice effort to bring the people into the game and into the tournament scene. Wishing to see everybody on future tournaments. I agreed. It was just an idea from like Okasan. Without him, we wouldn't have everything. That guy did everything. Oh, Enster's here.
Enster's here. Enster's one of the people.
Hey,
who's-
it's true.
Yeah. So why aren't you registering for tournaments, huh?
Well,
We got all
that-
kinds
Just
of
dodging.
I think I played Clum Duddle in a Soul Calibur 6 tournament in Winter Brawl.
Why?
I remember Clum Duddle.
Oh, why are y'all here? I missed y'all.
I've definitely played him in like 2 or 3 years ago in The Soul Still Burns on Dolphin.
Yeah, I played Clum Duddle. Like, I remember talking to him one time. I just miss the guy. I miss a lot of these people. Like, remember when Big Son Gohan joined that one time?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
And then here,
That's another match.
Here
The one,
time
that
also.
match that Naka was referencing is another match that I'm glad was not recorded.
No. Me and Jer played in the SC6 tournament one time.
So bad. I'd come off of SC2 with no warm up, and it was just bad. I got completely destroyed.
Yeah, my work has been busy. Yeah, I think that's with everybody. Just the economy's like the way it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Well,
adulting,
yeah.
you know.
And I mean, it's picking up. Like, everything had been in stasis for so long, and then, now kind of things are starting to get back. Well, I think a lot of people that had a lot much anymore.
Enster, quit playing Smash.
That might be true.
Smash is for smelly people. Play Soul Calibur 2, real man's game. Come on.
But I'm really excited about whatever the first offline tournament is that really, kind of makes a point to run Soul Calibur 2. I think it'll be really fun.
I would
Yeah,
love to
my-
play, like, work for Combo Breaker. Like, just, like, I may not be
let's
the best guy.
get some hardware going. Talk to them.
Well, I think, NEC sounds like it's probably about right. And I know, Okasan's already trying to talk to Biggie about how they would run it.
I need to like get in there. The bootleg business is booming. Yeah. I need to get in there. I need to get in the Soul Calibur 2 big leagues. Yeah, up my game as a TO. For my fans and for my homies.
But it'll be cool because you'll have, like these people, a lot of whom didn't come to tournaments before, they'll come out. Plus, then hopefully some of the old heads will come out too. Like the last big one, we got Crazy came to it. Let's try to think of some of the other big names.
Oofmatic, you're forgetting him. The man,
Oofmatic.
the legend.
But also, other guys that are kind of
Ladder
around my level, like other old players around my level, like Cat Tower
EL.
Robinson were there too.
He was in the Evo one, right?
BL was at Evo, yeah. I don't think he's traveled across, but yeah, he goes to him around the West Coast.
I remember.
Oh yeah,
seeing your
NT
video.
Fighter. I must have not been at that tournament because I would have. Yeah, NT Fighter is such a great player.
I want to be a part of that experience. Like, I never really, like, I just grew up hearing these, like, names, and I was just like, who are these people? And then I get to meet, like, Jur, and, like,
Ah, shit.
Actually, I didn't know Jur, but I did watch a video where BL beat the shit out of Jur in one tournament, and I think it was the Evo one. I just remember seeing that.
It was Evo, but I mean that video I actually did play. I have like people remember the BL match because it was so one-sided and terrible, but like I actually did beat Maximum and Omega XC in that same tournament in the same video.
Oh yeah.
So.
Dang.
I had an honor of playing Maximum one time. I
Yeah.
still
Me
have the
too.
footage for it on YouTube. I miss that guy. He played one time. It made me so sad.
I helped him set up Dolphin.
He's a great guy, to talk to about Calibur 2 in real life too. He was like super enthusiastic at Evo 2016. Just one of the people that kind of felt like they could just talk about Soul Calibur 2 all day. That's my kind of person.
They're doing for Combo Breaker. They're doing an online like event, and it's cool and all, but like whatever. I can't wait for them to do an in-person tournament. Make sure y'all get vexed up, bro.
Who is John?
John Nitty.
I'm assuming someone.
Oh.
I don't know
Oh, you
what
mean
those are.
woes. Woes. Come on, Alasdair, you're just eating these BBs. Stop eating the BBs. Come on. Wake up.
No.
I I didn't know what was played either. That must have just been the tournament where like everybody just kind of entered because it was sort of like the going away tournament for SC2. Who did he play? That's a good question.
Y'all know. Guessing you played Taki. Dude, meeting other Taki players is such like an interesting experience.
Yeah, Omega had a pretty good Taki too. Hopefully he'll play again. And I know he's been very much on the SC6 grind recently, but
Ew, it's wrong.
Ooh. There we go.
And the classic X play. I remember watching the Evo tournament and it was just like the most burnt setup like ever. Like it had like the black and white text, like black background, white text, or like the score and stuff. It was like so burnt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, getting Stream Overlay Pro to do
Oh,
it
no.
was nice. Oh, dude, if they fix HCL, old players will get out of bed, out of their coffins. Whoa, I'm gonna retirement for this one.
some of us are crossing over into our 40s now. It's gonna be an old ass tournament. I remember thinking Evo 2016 was already like an old man gathering. It was just like the only people that entered were people from that time, so the average age was probably 35. And I just come from the Pokken tournament right beforehand, and it was like the age of the players there had just like literally doubled from one side of the Evo venue to the other.
Dude, I'd be like, would I be the youngest?
Well, I mean,
Wait.
Siku's younger than you, right?
No, Sifu's in college. I don't know if he's my underclassman or not.
Yeah, but he wouldn't go. He's 18. He's 18.
Oh, he's 18. He's just a freshman. No, he is my underclassman. Huh. I'm 20. Just turned 20.
Underclassman. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, upperclassman and underclassman.
You Americans have like weird names for all these things.
Well, I mean, Japan has Kohai and Senpai, so...
We just say like first year, second year, third year, fourth year.
Like, in relation to you, it's that your underclassman... It's like your underclassman is someone below
Yeah.
you, and then your upperclassman
Yeah.
is someone that's above. So it's
Yeah,
just
fine.
relative to you. But like, yeah, obviously it's like... College, it gets like kind of blurry on like freshman, sophomore, and junior and senior. Nice. They're having a whole ass conversation in the Twitch chat, and I'm gonna let them do that.
I think Echo's right though. If some of the newer players took the game seriously, I think they'd get really good really quickly. If you look at the like SC6 tournament footage, just like the amount of just I don't know impressive reactions and reads and stuff. Players of that caliber will get very good at this very quickly.
Yeah, we just gotta make more videos. I feel like the biggest problem with legacy games is that they don't really have many guides for them. Like Eris did like a huge community service by like putting so many guides out, like, or just general ideas of what these characters are. You know, who wants to look at a move list and stuff like from like fucking game facts? No one does. Shit's boring. Like, you gotta spoon feed the like information, and it was like, all right, so this is your like basic I-12 like combo.
It's true, right?
Yeah, you gotta spoon feed that, because like, you know, people who are like Gen Z and millennials have like the attention span of like a 2-year-old.
Hey, but most of the old people here are millennials.
I was gonna say, I think people really underestimate how old people are. Like the oldest millennials are
Yeah,
40.
goes to
so-
yeah, it goes to 81.
Gen
Yeah,
Zs
I mean,
are
like,
like attention spans
like-
are like 2.
I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
I'm like a really early millennial, but when
Yeah,
people
the
people
last
say millennial and
millennial.
they're thinking like young kids, and it's like, nope, that's not really what
Yeah, it's
millennials are.
not. No.
No, actual boomers play SE2 lol. It feels like they're boomers though.
I mean, the oldest of us are Gen X. Like R2D is Gen X, but most of us old guys are millennials. I guess no boomer plays Main Fighter, except Lucent was a boomer. I don't think he plays anymore.
Oh no.
Damn, you ate that full combo. Do an SE
I was
bundle
hungry.
with a 2 and 3 arcade edition. Well, a lot of what Bandai and like other companies are doing is they're starting to experiment with like PC gaming, like because before they used to be stuck on like consoles forever. Like Soul Calibur just hit PC like I think with 6, and that like completely changed the game. Although it's kind of ass, but and they're like, if they just put like better netcode, like I think it would just completely change the game. But they don't, because they're stinky.
Yeah, people use boomer as like a shorthand for just old, but
Yeah.
actual boomer are like 65 or older now.
Yeah.
What's the
My dad's a boomer.
he's an early boomer? '57,
My
75.
dad just 57 to 75. Which gen's that?
Is boomer.
I think it was a bit late for boomer. I thought the whole idea was like baby boom after the war.
Yeah,
Like
they
45 to 60.
oh, I'm sorry, that's the age, not the year.
Oh, I
Boomers
see.
today. Yeah, boomers today would be 57 to 70.
There you go.
That's the most confusing way possible. Yeah, because it did make it sound like I was saying dates. This is why I'm bad at commentary.
Aha! You thought I was gonna do the Pogo Rush.
Are we really debating the logistics of being a boomer?
We are.
Yep. It's important.
Like,
Important Soul Calibur 2 tech.
it was funny. It was funny how grumpy you got with us for spending your entire first game debating who the best Deckard was.
Dude, I was pissed. I was
Completely
like,
ignoring Method Hand.
dude, I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Dude,
Yeah, you do that sometimes though, mate.
I mean, I do, but like,
It was like
just...
such a complete non sequitur because it's not like Deckard was even involved in the match that's being played.
Yeah, how did I go just mention Necro a bit?
Yeah. I kind of popped off that one round though, and then I like fell off.
Let's see, that's because you got angry at us. You put all your energy into that and you got to play Soul Calibur.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh no.
Wouldn't that form metas? It's like if I could pick Steve, but one where he has infinites, that wouldn't make sense. It's like, I don't know, some old games. Like if I picked Lizard Man, but with like Lizard Man mechanics, like from Soul Calibur 1, I think everyone would just like switch to that one. It's crazy.
I hear he was really good in Soul Calibur 1. Cha-Cha apparently was like a really good Lizard Man, and apparently he was quite degenerate.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
I never actually played SC1 at competitive level, although I am the PAX East 2010 champion.
No, he like literally like would like
Oh no,
win
we
you
gotta
out.
change the colors, man.
Help.
I'm expecting some excellent high level play here. I definitely sympathize with being bad at computers. It took me 4 years to actually get Dolphin set up because I was just kind of scared of it. It was actually Okusan that finally got me to do it. It was just like the opportunity to enter a Soul Calibur 2 tournament during COVID times was enough to finally get me to learn how to get Dolphin set up.
I'm not even gonna lie though, they need to like get the Soul Calibur to what do you call it? They need to make like a Soul Calibur 2 Slippy. That'd be great with just matchmaking built in, so that like
Yeah,
the way the Slippy one works is so intuitive. Just put in a little code and then there you go, you're ready to go.
You can play randos without putting in any codes.
Yeah, no, it's great. But
Dang, my
then
Laserman sucks.
again, Smash Melee has a debug mode, and Soul Calibur 2 doesn't even have a great modding scene. Like the 8-way run, like forums, like debated this like throughout history, and they still don't really figure it out. Like if they could just
Yeah, I got it. It had the same costume. Sorry, go on.
nah, I'm good. I'm just like so exhausted. Oh my God.
Oof.
Still eating that sandwich. I'm kind of like socially eating it. Dude, I miss like everybody. Just feels so. It feels so sad with just the same like 5 people.
We make you sad. That's so sad.
Like JoJo and all of them.
Oh yeah.
I am the leader. I have to care about all of my students. I can't wait to go to Chicago and go to see everybody. To see Alasdair make his in person. It's just a dream.
Looking forward to some like hotel room salty sets afterwards too. Hopefully people actually play money matches. The modern era of not playing money matches is bullshit.
Mm.
I'd have to show you my in-person Taki arcade stick.
Ooh.
It's a
The
little
only
bit-
people can bring some like, cool collectibles for prizes. Oh, did the Link tournament when it was advertised? Wasn't there some like poster?
It was
given
a-
out?
Okazan gave it to a poster. That's right.
Did it happen?
I
I won that tournament, so I was like, should I have received this poster, or was it like given by random raffle?
I think it was raffled. I don't remember.
I think it was a raffle.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
actually, like raffles among tournament entrants might be another kind of way to
That's true.
Like-
Yeah, then it doesn't even matter if you're good. Yeah.
exactly like you don't even need to win; you just need to participate, and then you get put in the pot to win some cool merchandise.
Dude,
That's cool. Yep. That's a good idea.
Oofmatic. It's just a funny name. This story is even funnier. Just hilarious. The like he's a legend.
Flat Earth legend.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at the old folks home and you just like you mention like one thing from like their time and they're like, oh, I remember that one.
Pretty much.
Those were the days with all them flim-flams and non-dolphin setups that you kids have. We used to play on the Xbox, not the Xbox One. The PS2, not the 4, not the 5. The 2. Oh. Remember when Alasdair played Assassin?
I almost beat Jared a couple times with it.
You did.
Desperation counter pick.
Yeah, in the early tournaments, that was like I was actually really nervous that first one.
Mm-hmm.
I would pay someone to like make a video montage of all my greatest moments in Soul Calibur 2 because I have all the videos. just watch me like fart on everybody.
He would probably do. He's pretty good at montages. He can put it to some like really quality J-pop.
Who? Hero Time?
Yep, he's the montage master.
Unfortunately, we are
True.
not. I'm not. I'm not by him. I just have to make it myself. Fine, I'll do it myself. Nightmare's so cool in this version. Oh, Kiki, get off my desk. No, you can't. You can't be sitting there.
I mentioned I wanted a montage made of all my sort of like random, like attempting to do things and failing. It'd be an unlimited amount of source material.
You just have to watch my like Hero of Time like videos. I still have the grudge match. We've never done a grudge match ever since.
With the first to 60, the first to 10 that ended up ending up 60-3.
No, the grudge match with the 7 and Hero. They still have both.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what it is.
Oh yeah. Everyone's like just talking in the chat. I didn't even know they were here. They watched them? Oh, that's so thoughtful of you guys.
We need more Clem Dudley in our tournaments.
I just have my kid. Don't talk to you about your kid like that. I just have my kid. It's not SE2. Just want to if I could replace my kid with SE2, I would. Fuck it. That kid ain't talky.
I'm not really sure. That's an interesting way of interpreting that comment. I didn't get nearly
I don't think
that way.
that.
I was like reading it again just to see.
I guess you could read it that way. I was just reading it a different way. My kid is smarter than me. I smell an Ivy player.
The next generation. That would be interesting to see if any you end up with any like legacy players. Second generation Soul Calibur 2 talent.
Yeah, we already have Alasdair.
Wait, what?
We already have Alasdair.
What have I
Did
done?
Alistair's dad play Soul Calibur 2?
No.
Yeah, well, it's close enough. Y'all are so old. Alasdair could be your kid.
It's not close at all.
Alasdair could if you had a kid during that time, Alasdair would be like around like a few years younger, but he would still be like a talent. He would still have the talent.
I'm confused.
Lol,
Cat
plays
has
Tira.
kids.
She plays Tira. Ew, she's a Tira player. I don't know how she is, so I can't really make a comment. I didn't really play the later games to know what their playstyles was. I just remember they had like cool. She has the circle blade. She wears like a hula hoop.
Like, yeah. She has stances that she can change between. That sometimes you can do just whenever you want. Sometimes you only do it under certain conditions. My roommate played Tira and was super grumpy when I think they passed her in Soul Calibur 5 to make it so she couldn't go into blind stance. Like it just happened like randomly or something, and Rick was all pissy. And then he posted a Tira's still bad post right after the Tira won Evo 2012, and he got a ton of shit for it. It was really funny.
You're just bad.
That's pretty much what the entire 8-way run forum said.
Bullied him. Damn, okay. I miss Ike a lot. I think about
Yeah,
him.
what happened to Ike?
I don't know, he sometimes tunes in.
He was one of our regulars.
Yeah.
He's on his chat sometimes.
Remember Geo?
You want to call it a night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks
Alright.
for playing, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
tournament.
Thanks for
Yeah.
the games. I have
Alright.
no idea how to play against Assassin, but he seems like he has a lot of low pokes.
Oh yeah, that low. Once you figure out what's going on with that low, then you're pretty much fine. The one that
Great
is
Wasn't he
the
banned
string.
in some tournaments?
Nah.
No, he wasn't. Oh, okay.
You just all the extra characters were banned. They just did that, I think. So